The tip of anything is how we say like in normal English, but the tip portion is called as the apical portion in terms of biology. And the sideway portion or the sideways is called as the lateral in biology. This much is clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, right in front of you is the picture of your meristematic tissue. Okay. Now, meristematic tissue, they are of 3 types, like I told you. Now, that basis of division was depending upon the location. So, apical meristem, intercalary meristem, and lateral meristem. 3 types of meristems are there in the meristematic tissue. Now that is depending upon the location wherever it is present. So this is your diagram for it. But see dear, I'd like to tell you one thing. As far as you draw the diagram, see, diagram drawing must have some rules that are needed to be followed. See, for example, you've drawn anything. Let's just say you've drawn a plant, stem, and anything of that sort. Now you want to label it. So always remember, you can pick a side, either the left side or the right side, and then do all the labelings at one side, not both the sides. This is completely wrong. Okay. So whenever you're drawing the diagram, choose your side. Like you can choose left side also. So then in that case, if you're choosing the left side, then you'd have to label all the things at the left side. Or if you want to, you can choose the right side and you can do all the labelings at the right side. Never make like this. Labelings on both the side, on top, on bottom. This makes the diagram look very, very, very untidy and very clumpy and all that. So always remember that whatever diagram that you've drawn a flower or parts of plant you want to show, do the labeling on one side. Clear? Now, after you're done drawing whatever you want to draw, then in the below you write figure, colon, whatever you've drawn, that part you write. So that the teacher would understand what you have drawn. Right? You want to tell the teacher that, see, this is something that I drew. And so that in the exam, the teacher doesn't get clueless and starts to imagine. So for that, always, and that thing that you write at the bottom of every diagram, this is called as the caption. Image caption. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
So these are some rules, and always draw the diagram with a pencil. Never draw it with a pen. The pen diagram looks so bad. So always draw it with a pencil. Do all the labelings on one side. You can pick left side also or right side, but never both. And always remember to give captions. Now, whenever you see any kind of question that has the requirement of a diagram, you draw the diagram. Because when you draw diagrams in the exam to support your answer, the teacher gets impressed with that. Nice diagram, meaningful diagram, not useless. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
So we were talking about the meristematic tissue. So first, let us see the different characteristics of meristematic tissue, the properties of meristematic tissue.
Ma'am,
Hmm?
can you show once more the diagram?
I will explain this, don't worry. Right now, I've just shown it, but I will explain it also.
Okay, ma'am.
So when we talk about the characteristic of the meristematic tissue, so these, like the cells that are found in this particular tissue, they are thin wall cells. Okay. These cells, they are made up of cellulose and they are very, very thin wall cells. Okay. First point is clear.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, the cells of the meristematic tissue, they have this property of being able to divide a lot. Okay, it can divide actively, and this particular tissue is responsible for the growth of the plant. Okay, so the growth of the plant happens because of the meristematic tissue. So the cells of the meristematic tissue, they divide actively and they are responsible for the growth of the plant in terms of length and in terms of thickness. Now, the cells of this tissue are always in active stage of cell division, meaning they are always actively dividing and dividing and dividing. Now, in these particular tissues, there can be the presence of vacuoles. or the vacuoles could be absent as well. Okay. Why? Because since these tissues, they are constantly dividing, so they do not need anything to store. Vacuoles are responsible for storage. That is why, since they are constantly dividing and dividing, so they do not need any storage body. That is why the vacuoles may be present, may not be present. It depends. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, the shape of the cells of the meristematic tissue, they can be spherical in shape, they can be oval in shape, polygonal and rectangular in shape. So, there can be variety of shapes that are there for the meristematic tissue cells. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Any doubts?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So, now we're going to see the different types of meristem. So, in this diagram, the one that you see at the tip portion of the plant, at the tip, that is called as the apical meristem. It is the meristem that is present at the apex, which means the tip of the plant. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
So talking about the location of the apical meristem, so it is located in the growing tip of the stem and the roots. It is also present in the branches and the axillary bud. Now, what is axillary bud? See, this is the picture of a plant wherein, like, the point from where the leaf arises, like this is the stem, okay, and on top is the flower. From where, like this point from where the leaf is arising, so this is making an angle with the stem. So this angle is called as the axil. And if there will be a bud present here, so we'll call it as the axillary bud. Clear?
And can you say once more?
See, the point from where the leaf comes out in the plant, that, like, it makes like an angle with the stem, an angle, right? So that if there is any kind of bud present at that angle, we call that bud as the axillary bud, meaning the bud that is present at the axil of the plant. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
So in these axillary bud also, the apical meristem is present. Now comes the question that what is the function of the apical meristem? Like, what does it do? So since, like I told you, that the meristematic tissues in general, they have this property where they can keep on dividing and dividing and dividing. So in the tip of the root and the tip of the stem also, the apical meristem, it keeps on dividing and it increases the length of the plant. So if it is present in the root, it will increase it downwards. If it is present in the shoot, it will increase it upwards. So both downward and upward growth is being done, is being increased by the apical meristem, which is basically present at the tip of the stem and tip of the root. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Any doubts?
No, ma'am.
Now, the second meristem is the intercalary meristem. Now, see, in this picture, where is the intercalary meristem? You see this portion from where the branches are arising. Do you see that? Here the
Yes,
branches
ma'am.
arising, here the branches arising. So, the type of tissue that is found in those areas from where the branches arise, we call it as the intercalary meristem. Now see, the point from where the branch would come out, the point from where the branches come out, that point is called as the node. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
So the point from where the branches or the leaf arises, that point is called as the node of the plant. So this particular intercalary meristem, it mostly comes out from that area and it is also found in the internode part. Internode means, let's see in this diagram, This is the point from where the branch is arising or the leaf is arising, and this is the point from where another leaf is arising. Now the portion in between these two nodes will be called as the internode, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
So this intercalary meristem, it will be present in the internode region of the plant. Okay, the region between the two nodes, that is the internode. So intercalary meristem is the meristem that is located at the internode of the stem region between the places at which the leaves attach. Internode means the place in between the two nodes. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Talking about the function of what does the intercalary meristem do. So basically, the cells of this particular region are also very active. So they also keep on dividing. So they keep on dividing continuously to form new cells, and they, just like apical meristem, they increase the length of the plant. Just like how apical meristem was increasing the length of the plant, same way intercalary meristem also increases the length of the plant. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
So two tissues that are responsible for increasing the length of the plant in terms of like the growth, that is apical meristem and intercalary meristem. After that, there is the last meristematic tissue called as the lateral meristem. Now, if you see in the diagram, see here. The lateral meristem, it is shown that it is present in the sideways position, right? Sideways, right? And like I told you, that lateral position means sideways, isn't it? So the lateral meristems, they are found at the lateral position or the sideways position of the plant's body. So it is located laterally, meaning on the sides of the root and the stem. Now, what is its function? Now, you saw how the apical meristem was growing the plant in length. The intercalary meristem was growing the plant in length. But the lateral meristem is the meristem that will be growing the plant in terms of thickness, will make the plant thicker. Okay. So the function of the lateral meristem is to grow the plant in terms of thickness. You can also call it as the girth. You can also call it as the diameter. Yes.
Ma'am, what is the meaning of girth?
Girth. Girth means thickness. See, thickness, girth, and diameter. All of them have the same meaning, that it grows the plant like this.
Okay,
Okay,
ma'am.
makes it thicker. Whereas the apical meristem and intercalary meristem, they grow the plant like this, longer. Okay, and this particular meristem, it grows the plant like thicker. Is it clear?
Ma'am, can you show the diagram? Ma'am, upper one.
Wait, I'll give you time to write down. So this much is clear.
Yes, ma'am.
Any doubts?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So this was all there is to know about the different types of meristematic tissue in the plant's body. Now you can note it down. First, you write down these positions in biology.
Okay, ma'am. Finish.
Okay, now draw this diagram properly. Okay, with a pencil, draw it nice. Because like whenever if you'll get this question in your exam, like write about the meristematic tissue or write about the different types of meristematic tissue. So you should always put this diagram in your answer. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Completed. Thank you. Ma'am, now what is written characteristics of
Yes.
now what is written characteristics of meristem?
Meristematic.
Okay, ma'am.
Meristematic tissue. MERIS. Meris. TEM. Matic. Meristematic tissue.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you. Ma'am, finish. Thank you. Ma'am, finish. Thank you, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, what is written? I can read the word this one. Roots, branches. What is written?
And
Okay, ma'am.
and axillary buds.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you. Ma'am,
Hmm.
ma'am, can you, ma'am, can scroll up little?
Diagram.
Yeah, ma'am. Ma'am, I forgot. Sorry, ma'am.
This one.
Yeah, yeah, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. मैम हो गया थैंक यू Ma'am, finish.
Done.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Ma'am, finish. Thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, finish. Thank you, ma'am.